Okay, good evening, students. Okay, today we'll start with our next topic in the graphs, that is elementary operations on graphs. Okay, already in a previous class we just seen the different types of representations of the graphs. Okay, there are the two types of representations of the graphs. Using adjacency matrix or adjacency list, we can represent the graph. Okay. Okay, now we'll see what are the different operations we can perform on the graph. Okay, general operations of the graph are we have six operations on the six primitive graph operations we can perform. Okay, the six operations are: the first one is inserting the vertex, that is adding a vertex. Second one is deleting a vertex. Okay, so adding a vertex is nothing but we can add a vertex in the graph, that is a new node is added into the graph. Okay, initially it is a disjoint node because we don't have any edges to this new vertex, and vertex to be connected to the graph by adding any edge. That is, once you want to connect a vertex to the graph, then we need to add a edge. Okay, so whenever you are adding a vertex to the graph, we need to update the adjacency matrix by adding a new row in the adjacency matrix, or we can add one new node in the adjacency list. So if you are using a adjacency list, then we can add one new node in the adjacency list. Okay, if you are doing using a adjacency matrix, then we can add one new row in the adjacency matrix. Okay, there's a updation we need to perform in the for inserting a vertex operation. Okay, so the next operation is deleting a vertex. Deleting a vertex from the graph is nothing but we need to delete one vertex or a node from the graph. Okay, for this we need to update the adjacency matrix by deleting a row or column from the matrix and by deleting a node from the adjacency list. Okay, we need to delete a row from the adjacency matrix, or we can delete a node from the adjacency list. So the next operation is adding an edge. Okay, so adding an edge is nothing but we already have the vertices. We need to add one edge between the two vertices. Okay, so for that the updation of adjacency matrix is there is no already edge, so that we have the value 0. So now we need to change that value to the 1. Okay, so that through the program we can find out that there is a vertex, there is a edge. Okay, so if there is a 0 value, the meaning is there is no edge. If there is a value is 1, then it is the meaning of that is there is a edge. Okay, so say for example, if you are using a adjacency list, we can add one new node in the list of that particular vertex. Okay, say for example, you are adding a edge between the A and B. Okay, then we need to add one vertex in the adjacency list of A and also the B. If it is a directed graph, we can add a node in the any one of the vertex. If it is an undirected graph, then we need to add one new vertex, a new node in the both the vertices of the adjacency list. Okay, so next one is the deleting an edge. Deleting an edge is from the graph is nothing but we need to delete one edge from the graph. Okay, so that we need to change the value of the adjacency matrix as false. Okay, there is a existing value is a true. Okay, we need to change that value to the false or 0 for that particular edge. Okay, and in the adjacency list we need to delete a particular node from that particular vertex. Okay, so each vertex has a linked list. Okay, from that linked list we need to delete a node. Okay, so whatever the edge is deleted, the related node we need to delete from the adjacency list. So next operation is the finding a vertex. Okay, for the finding of a vertex in the graph, we need to check whether the required vertex is in the adjacency list or matrix. Okay, so whenever we have the particular vertex in the adjacency list or matrix, then we can say that the vertex is there in the graph and it is finded. Okay, so for that we need to check the row names or column names of the adjacency matrix, or we need to check the array of vertices of the adjacency list. Okay, so next operation is the traverse the graph. That is, we can call it as displaying the graph. So whenever you are created the graph, we need to, if you want to check that graph, okay, we need to traverse the graph. Okay, this traversing of the graph is, we will display all the vertices in the graph. Okay, we'll move on a particular path and we'll display the all the vertices in the graph. Okay, this is by starting from any one of the vertex and traverse all the vertices. Okay, either we can start from the any one particular vertex, because we don't have any one vertex as the root or starting point. Okay, so that we can take any of the vertex in the graph as the starting vertex and we can move through that vertex to the last vertex. Okay, this is the important operation of the graphs, traversing of the graph. Okay, next we'll see one by one operation with the diagram, graph diagram. So first operation is inserting a vertex. Okay, so there is already graph with the three vertices A, B, C, and I want to add a one new vertex as the E. Okay, then my graph of the resultant after the addition, after the inserting of a vertex becomes like this. E vertex is added to the graph. Okay, so in the adjacency matrix, we will add a one new row. That is, we will add a one new vertex with the name E. Okay, so that we'll create a one new column and one new row. Okay, initially all the values are 0 because E doesn't has any edge to the any other vertices in the graph. Next, delete a vertex. Okay, so if the initial graph is like this, okay, A, B, C and E also has a vertex in this, and already we have 4 edges here. Okay, I want to add a one more edge between this. Sorry. Okay, I want to delete a vertex from this graph. Okay, say for example, I want to delete the vertex is the E. Okay, then the related edges of the E are also deleted. Okay, that is this edge is deleted and this edge is also deleted. Okay, so that we have a graph like this A, B, C and E vertex is deleted. At the same time, we need to delete the row and column from the matrix. Okay, we'll delete the complete row and column from the adjacency matrix. Next, insert an edge. Okay, so this is the initial graph we have A, B, C and E, and we have the edges. Already there are the 4 edges. Okay, now I want to add a one more edge in the graph. Okay, now here the new edge is added is A to E. Okay, so A to A vertex to E vertex, the new edge is added. So set the value there, it has the 1. Okay, so before this, that is whenever you have the first graph, there the A to E value is the 0. So whenever you add a edge, then we'll set the A to E value as the 1. Okay, that is nothing but one new edge is added. Next, edge deletion. Okay, so if this is the graph from the previous slide, okay, we have the 5 edges here and I want to delete one of the edge from this. Okay, the edge B to E is deleted. Okay, there is already some edge and that is deleted. Okay, so this edge is deleted from the graph. Okay, now we need to update the value of B to E as the B to E as the 0. Okay, so that the edge is deleted. Okay, already there is a value 1. Okay, we are updating that value as the 0. So the edge is deleted from the graph. Next, finding of a vertex. Okay, there is a graph is a ABCE graph, okay, with the 4 vertices. And now I want to find out the vertex, whether the required vertex is there in the graph or not. Okay, for that we can traverse through that is we can check the each and every vertex. Okay, whether the each vertex is our required vertex or not. We'll start from the B. We'll check the B with the required vertex. If it is not matching, then we'll go for the next vertex. If it is also not matching, then we'll go for the next vertex. If it is also not matching, then we'll go for the another vertex. Okay, this is matched with our required vertex. Okay, so this is the required vertex in the graph C. Next, the important operation is the traverse. Okay, the traversal of the graph is nothing but displaying of graph vertices. Okay, generally this traverse word we already used in the trees. Okay, there are the three traversals in the trees. Okay, that is we have in-order traversal and pre-order traversal. Okay, and we have post-order traversal. Okay, so here in the trees we have the root node. Okay, so that we'll start from the root. Okay, we'll start from the root node and we'll traverse to the left or right. Okay, but in the graphs we don't have any root node. Okay, we don't have any node as a starting node or root node. Okay, so that we don't know the how to traverse and how to go into the graph. Okay, for that we will take a one of the node, one of the vertex of the graph as the starting node or root node or starting point, and from that we will start and will traverse through the graph. Okay, there are the two traversals in the graph. Okay, these are the traversals of the tree. Okay, tree has three traversals. Okay, tree has three traversals, but graph has two traversals. One is the depth first search and breadth first search. Okay, DFS and BFS. Okay, so because the graph doesn't has any root, so we must specify any of the vertex as a starting point when we will traverse through the graph. Okay, depth first search is nothing but, okay, it is essentially like we'll move on to the next nodes until unless we'll reach to the leaf node, okay, from where we are not able to traverse. Okay, so the depth first is just we will move on to the one by one nodes to the down. Okay, so this is similarly we can compare with the pre-order traversal of the trees. Okay, that is whenever we have a tree with the rooted node. Okay, then if we are applying a pre-order traversal on that rooted node, okay, the same way we are using in the depth first search also. Okay, this is like this. Okay, say for example, if there is a vertex and there are the two other vertices like B and C. Okay, B and C, and there is another vertex here like a D. Say if this is the graph. Okay, and I started from here, okay, to traverse in the depth first search. So whenever you are moving like this, we have the two paths from A to, that is whenever you want to go to down. Okay, here you have the two paths. Okay, either you can move to the A to B and then go down, or you can move to the A to C then go down. So we need to choose any one. Okay, either by alphabetical order or we can choose by the any one. Okay, first one or something like. Okay, say if you are selecting by the alphabetical order, A has two paths, that is B and C, but from these two, alphabetically B comes first and C next. So we can choose the B. Okay, then we'll move on to the B. Okay, then from here we'll move on to the next one. That is B has only one path to reach to the D. So we'll move on to the D. Okay, so this is the leaf node, and from this we don't have any another path. Okay, so here we just come down like A to B and B to D. Okay, so whenever we are going to up to this, okay, so then we will traverse the D. Okay, D has a one path to the C, so we'll move to like this and C is traversed. Okay, this is the ending point. We started from A and we'll move on like this and we ended to the C vertex. Okay, so in some graphs we have like say for example there is another vertex here, okay, A to E. Okay, okay, whenever you are moving like A to next vertex B, C, E, B is the alphabetically first, so we'll move to the B. Okay, whenever you complete by the C, okay, we have a one more vertex to be traversed, so we need to go back. Okay, go back to the D, then go back to the B, then go back to the A. Okay, then we will traverse the E. That is by checking each and every vertex whether it is traversed or not. We'll go back and we'll traverse the remaining vertices. Okay, this is we'll call it as the back propagation in the depth first search. Okay, Likewise in the breadth first edge.